Hello everyone, welcome back to Casual Gamer Odds. We're into round 17 of F1 2017 Season 6 Career Mode. Circuit of the Americas in the USA. Best qualifying that we've ever achieved here was 9th last season. A best finish here, of course, 3rd back in Season 2 of F1 2016. Let's get into this. Do like this circuit. We have a dry one as well, so that is good. And let's hope that we can push forward. 13th is where they need us to be. Should easily manage that. I'd like a pole position. Obviously, we got one in Suzuka. It was a little bit assisted, wasn't it? We haven't got a non-assisted pole since, well, technically Canada. But again, even there, we sort of accidentally missed that last chicane, didn't we? So, you know, take that as you like, folks. I don't think we're going to get one here based on our pace currently at the moment. But, yeah, we're 21 points clear in the championship. Can you believe we are leading the championship? And this man in front of us, as you can see in the ghosted car, he's the one who's sitting behind us. And obviously, we maintain a bit of a gap over him into this Grand Prix, and then all be ahead of us. We're actually struggling here, folks. How is this possible? We haven't really made a mistake, and somehow we're dropped way back. We're down in 11th, not even in the top 10. Got to go all the way back to Spain since the last time we've not qualified in the top 10. So I don't know what's happening here. Interesting to see that, really. The pace is just overall not treating us too well here at the Circuit of the Americas. We lose a bit of time coming out of that corner. We're going to have to stick it here at this sweeping right-hander that was flat out, which we do. 8th at the moment, that's alright. Stick it together at the last corner. We can maintain a bit of space here if we can get it. That made no sense, you know what I mean. 8th, ooh.
I'm very happy with that position. Well done.
Thought I could have done a little bit better than that, but it's the best qualifying here, so I guess that's something. Alright, well, 8th it is. 8th it is. 1.1 seconds off pole. Reputation in our rival, not going to take too much of a positive out of that one, but alright, let's look forward to the Grand Prix. We'll do that now. So yeah, we finished 3rd here back in Season 2 F1 2016. Should have finished 2nd that race, but I ran wide. I think it was on the 2nd last lap to Dan Ricciardo, of course, and ended up finishing 3rd. Well, 5th here last season. It's our best ever finish on F1 2017. Excuse me while I yawn. We've got to push to the podium here, folks. Starting in 8th. So we made 4 places up last year. As I said, we got to 5th from 9th. So we should hopefully aim for at least 4th here. Over the cusp, we'll have an update ready to go for next race. We lose a bit of ground from Red Bull. Oh, God, that's not good. I guess they out-qualified us. Anyway, dry race. Okay, positives. We need to do this. We need to keep it up. Mexico we always do well at. Brazil, we've gotten pole and won there before. So, let's try our best. Abu Dhabi's the sort of the question mark, isn't it? It's kind of a hit and miss circuit. To be honest with you, championship would be very nice, but I'm still switching my focus to getting a very good drive for next year. Should be Red Bull minimum. Okay, you want again? Inside line, that's what we want. Alright, here we go. Circuit of the Americas. Come on. It's podium or bust. Massa, good qualifying by him. Out-qualified a Red Bull. Alright. Oh, racy Red Bull though. Racy Massa. Very racy Felipe Massa. As we find our way here. Whoa! When we get old, do we? Yeah, I think we don't want red. We never want a red wing. Alright. Again, if you're tuning in for the very first time, I don't know why we do that. I'll explain to you in just a few moments. So I got bummed by someone there. I don't know who that was. Oh, yellow. Okay, no. Alright, hang on. Sorry for this, folks. Okay. Just bear with me here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Oh, go away, car. Where are you coming from? Whoa! Whoa! Where are we going to go back on the circuit here? Whoa, something fell off a car there. Don't know what it was. Whoa, I'm going to get a penalty for that, aren't I? well, I technically passed off circuit, if you want to be all letters of the law there, stewards. So let me gather my thoughts here and I'll explain to you slightly about the flashbacks. So I don't think I did explain that in qualifying, did I? Maybe I did. I can't remember these things. So if you're tuning in for the very first time, why are we using flashbacks? Well, obviously, as I mentioned, we're trying to get a better drive. So we're just allowing it here until we get out of Toro Rosso, until we get into a better team, and we're going back to not using them because we don't usually use them in Casual Gamer Oz. It's only really been the last season or so that we have used them. So just FYI, Massa's up into 4th. My goodness. So just, yeah, having to briefly explain myself there. And did I get any damage? No, I didn't. So whatever that was flying off a car was not off me. Or was that maybe it was a bollard, like one of those little markers that you can see there on the track. I think maybe that's what it actually was. But, wow, that was a hectic start. A few of those. Massa somehow gets up to 4th. I was saying, only a couple of rounds ago that Williams have dropped off on the pace. They've definitely found their ground here at the Circuit of the Americas. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to catch Vettel, and I think it's Hamilton in the lead, not Bottas. But, of course, championship-wise, we'll only lose, 3 points here to Vettel, so that wouldn't be too bad. And again, in terms of reputation-wise, well, we're ahead of one Ferrari, we're ahead of one Mercedes, so not too bad. If we can get ahead of Vettel, that would be very good for our reputation. But I don't feel we will. I feel 3rd is ours here today. Which, I said podium or bust. And that first start that I got, the first flashback though, I think I was up to 2nd there, but of course the damage of the front wing, which I said, well, I could have kept, but it's red. Which really isn't what you want. Oh, I'm getting very ragged there. Oh, very ragged. Surprised I didn't get a warning. Purple first sector, if you don't mind. Still keeping this in rich mode, but sadly, I'm not going to be able to maintain that rich mode for too long. As you can see there, I'm down to 44. Which is not a good number to have. And a bit of pace here on Vettel. Next lap, you get DRS, which I'd be able to click now. But I'm not within a second. It's good actually that Massa can be 4th. He can act as a bit of a rear gunner there for the rest of the pack. Good for my rival. At least with the Ferraris, one of them's ahead of me. It's either only going to be my rival, which means it won't be good for my rivalry, but good for the championship. But if it's my rival ahead of me, my non-rival ahead of me, which is Vettel, it'll be good for the rivalry and not good for the championship, if that makes sense. It's kind of win-win. Although you want to be ahead of both of them, don't you? Mainly for reputation's sakes. Oh, that feels good. Connecting ourselves through that corner there. Stick to it there as well. Last turn here. Whoa, just get onto it. Hamilton goes fastest. DRS is enabled. Keep rich mode on just again a little bit longer. Which I don't think's really going to help us too much. And mainly burn our fuel. Whoa, we get a big slide coming out of it there. And that I think's done our dash. I probably could have used a flashback there, but that was a very minor little mistake. Too minor for a flashback if you ask me. And you didn't, but anyway. I know what I'm talking about, I think. Whoa. I don't know why I'm just all of a sudden doing little baby noises. I found myself in 3rd place purgatory. Massa is holding him up for me behind, but I'm not gaining enough in them in front, which sucks. And we're going to put it down to standard mode. There's nothing we can do about this now. This is going to be 3rd place for us. I said podium or bust. I'm going to be satisfied with it because championship-wise, well, it's only going to be 3 points down to Vettel, but our reputation won't be as big as it could be if we had beaten both Ferraris. Again, Mercedes and Red Bull looking like a lock for an offer, which obviously, as I said, we're going to take Mercedes. But sadly, Ferrari, we're going to have to win the last 3 Grand Prix and win them comfortably to probably have any chance. Now, you think I'd probably settle myself down for the difficulty there to really make it a thing, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to maintain it. I just feel that, we've done it enough with the 3 Grand Prix we've struggled at. I'm not going to do it completely cheat to get into a Ferrari. Anyway, Bottas has overtaken Massa. So, that's interesting there. So Massa having a fairly good race for Williams, but his former teammate has just overtaken him. But look, we're going to be satisfied with the podium. I mean, as I said, podium or bust. So, whoa, we're not going to get one if I push myself up the circuit that way, Benjamin. Keep it together, my friend. Keep it together. Whoa, hello, Bottas. Where'd you come from? Again, going into that differential there about it's been a while since cars sort of pull away from us and we're getting chased from cars behind. Well, it's happening again, isn't it? Cars are starting to develop their engines a little bit better or something along those lines, because they're starting to gain on us at the end of the season, which is not what we want. Anyway, interesting. Hopefully Mexico, though, if we should be able to qualify at least 5th, that perennial 5th. And of course last year I think we qualified 5th and we took the lead in the first corner, did we not, from memory? So that should be okay for us in that aspect. Again, we won there last year, clearly, as I'm trying to point out. So it's a circuit that we generally like. And obviously, always seemed to be one that we always got hampered with front wing damage. But now with flashbacks, we can avoid that. We should be able to find ourselves nice and comfortably at the front. All right, last lap. Here we go. How's our fuel mix looking? Ooh, we might wait to the back half. And then we'll switch it up to rich mode. We should have enough. But we're just going to be a little bit cautious there. Bottas getting a little bit of a sniff. He's sniffing my aftershave for once. And I say to you, Valtteri Bottas, keep your nose in your helmet, my friend. Keep your nose in your helmet. The thing is about doing these flashbacks this last season, so I'm going to get used to them, aren't I? So if I do get a Mercedes or a Ferrari drive, I'm going to be fakak and whinging about it. Oh, I can't use the flashback. I'm going to go back to the dark old days here on Casual Gamer. Oh boy, don't you miss those. Anyway. Alright. Yeah. Whoa, push myself deep. Oh, Bottas is having a look. Bottas is having a look. Bottas is definitely having a look. Whow. Bottas is really getting to me. Go, Massa. Yes, that's it. Go, Felipe. Go, little Felipe. There you go. You're welcome, Felipe. I just gave you 4th place. I held up your old teammate and then basically opened the door for you. You're most welcome, Felipe Massa. I wanna invite to the 4th place party there at Williams this evening. We'll whack it back up to rich mode in the meantime. I think he deserves that 4th place after the start that he got and the qualifying that he got. So yeah, hold on, Felipe. Keep holding on. Whoa, but don't overtake me. You can't have a podium. You can only have 4th. Well, Hamilton wins. Good job. I'm glad it was him and not Vettel. In terms of the championship, as we make it through the last corner here. We do. Well, Massa's going to get a big run on me there, but I'll get 3rd.
Great drive. We're really happy with that performance.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. How kind of you. You beautiful man, you. Alrighty. So, disappointing in terms of not the victory, but again, as I said, 8th to 3rd, decent, and based, that's the first time Mercedes have won a Grand Prix in a while, isn't it? Based on our initial start, where we could have been in 2nd if I had have not clipped my front wing. Oh, I'm going to yawn again. Oh God, I can't stop yawning. That is our 25th podium, ladies and gentlemen. 25th podium. Well done, Ben. Well done. Alrighty. Cool. Well done, trio. Good job. Oh, that was rude. That came out of nowhere. I should get driver of the day at least, shouldn't I? Maybe. I'm going to listen to this. Hang on.
I think I'll have to give it to the Toro Rosso driver.
Yeah, boy.
Commanding performance today.
Alright, 18 points now with 3 rounds to go. Whew, it's a little bit tight. And Raikkonen nearly out of contention. Hamilton nearly out of contention. But they're still just sniffing into it. Meanwhile, Ferrari have nearly won the Constructors. We should have done enough to still get 3rd place. But anyway, let's move through here. And we're going to find ourselves asking the question, how is our reputation going? And I'll hopefully be able to give you an answer very, very shortly. Very, very shortly. Just stretching it out a little bit. Oh, should be hopefully winning the next 2 Grand Prix. That's what we want. That's what we really want to set ourselves up. Alright, so we're going to update our car. Or will we? Shall we keep... Let's keep the resource points. Why do we need to upgrade it to Toro Rosso? Surely we can take them with us. I don't see why we couldn't. And really help update our next team. Alright, rivalry-wise, we should gain a bit on Kimmy here, shouldn't we? We do. We take the lead against Kimster. Alrighty. Okay, well, reputation-wise, we're full Renault, full Haas, full Red Bull, and full Mercedes. Nearly full Williams, and Ferrari... don't think we can get Ferrari. We might be driving for Mercedes next year, which we'll take. Anyway. So we're not going to update the car. We're going to maintain that. We'll keep it. Let's go to Mexico, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Casual Gamer Oz. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment on this video and everything else in between. And we'll speak to you in Mexico City. Good night.